We are back at halftime, and the Highlands Golden Rams trailing the Woodland Hills Wolverines 34-7. Our halftime stats are brought to you by Mason Elite. Being elite starts at any age. We train our players to be the best basketball players on the court and the best versions of themselves off the court.
Well, Mike, it kind of like last week. The stats are deceiving.
I lied about time of possession. I am shocked.
Woodland Hills has 10 first down. Highlands has 4. That's because of the quick strike offense Highlands has. Rushing, Highlands 89. Woodland Hills only 51. Passing, the Woodland Hills has 143. Highlands only 40. Total yards, Highlands 129. Woodland Hills 194. 3 of 4 third down conversions, Woodland Hills. Highlands only had 1 of 5. Penalties 4 for 35 for Highlands. Only 1 for 15 for Woodland Hills. Turnovers in 82 tonight were Highlands. Like you said, Mike, time of possession, interesting. Highlands 12:57, Woodland Hills 11:03.
I can't believe it. I was very surprised to see that. Individual stats in the first half. Cam Walter, 8 for 9, 143 yards and 3 touchdowns. And it was Nico Andrews coming out of nowhere. Nico Andrews, 4 for 76 yards. Andrews had 1 touchdown. Amir Brown caught 1 for a touchdown. That was a 16-yarder. Scoop Smith, 2 for 30. One of those was a touchdown. So they did it more passing than rushing, as the Dean gave you the stats. He only ran for 51 yards. On the Highlands side of it, Minaj Lucas was 4 for 6 for 40. Aiden Burford caught 3 of those for 34. Burford now 14 receptions, by far the leading receiver for Highlands. A lot of those on those pop passes. Minaj had 67 yards on the ground on 8 carries. Luke Bombalski, 3 carries, 5 yards after he came up with his 16th 100-yard game in his career a week ago. Halftime stats have been brought to you by Mason Elite. For the best basketball training in Pittsburgh, visit masonelite.com.
Highlands going to kick to start the second half.
What did I say at the end of the first half? We should kick an onside kick here.
Let's see if they do.
Okay. 6-0-2-2-2-5. 6-0-2-2-2-5.
Bert Babinsack getting the kickoff for the Golden Rams.
And we'll see who the Wolverines will send deep. See if Scoop is going back there. He is back there.
Left-hand side.
And on the near side of the field will be Amir Brown. Babinsack will kick it. Look how far back they are off the 50. I bet they're going backwards quick. I'm telling you, this is when we do it, right now.
Why not?
And there it is. And there it is. And it's bouncing, but it kicked it too far, and Woodland Hills recovers at the 35-yard line. Now, guess what? They didn't run it back. It's recovered by Taylor Reed, a sophomore, number 23. First down, Woodland Hills. Well, I think it was a good idea anyway.
Yep, Kate Dodowski fell on that one, and Woodland Hills will go to work. Like we mentioned, this is non-conference. In the conference going tonight, Mars and Hampton are 2-0, North Catholic 2-1, Armstrong 1-1, and Highlands and Kiski, Mike, 1-2. Remember, 4 teams make the playoffs. Indiana's 0-3, so that game next week looms large with Kiski.
It does. First down, Wolverines, and the toss is to Jones off the right side, and Jones turns the corner and gets good yardage as he's pushed out of bounds into the Woodland Hills bench. We'll see where the officials spot him. They're going to put him at the 45-yard line, a yard short of the first down.
Tavares and Wright on the stop. Like at this point in the game, you have to just hope we get out of here without any more injuries. Devin Withrop pads off, Mike.
Oh, I didn't even notice him
he's
come
done
out.
for the evening on the bench there.
Now hopefully he'll be. Oh, he's got a Highland Tire t-shirt on, doesn't he? First down, or second down and 1.
They just said, they just did.
And Jones, this time the Rams got him behind the line of scrimmage as Bombalski fires in there and hits him for a loss. And it's very important that the Rams pick it up here in the second half, too. You want to be playing decent football going into next week.
Boyd Brown also to stop, Mike. He has 6 tackles here this evening.
Third down. And 2. 10:25 left third quarter. Just underway here in the second half. Rams have not stopped them yet. This would be a good time. Jones
Got the corner.
And gets the first down across the 50 and into Highlands territory.
Right on the tackle.
We mentioned Woodland Hills will play Fox Chapel at home next week, and then they have Pine Richland at home the week after that, and then finish it up at Penn Hills.
Holding against Woodland Hills, Mike. So that's going to take it back 10 yards.
Okay. So that'll take it back to from the 44 to the 34, it should be.
That will nullify the first down?
Yes. 34-yard line. Third down and 12. Again, they take those from the line of scrimmage now, even if they took place in the backfield, to kind of alleviate a lot of those big losses on those holding calls. Remember when holding used to be 15-yard penalty?
I remember.
I'm that old.
Yeah, so I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah. Third down, 12. When ineligible downfield used to be lost at down, too. Walter's going to slide to the right. He's going to run it, and he fires it. It's caught down at the Highlands 40-yard line, pulled in by Amir Brown. What a great job by Walter to keep that play alive.
Saunders come on and make the tackle. Reason why Cam had to roll the other way, Mike, is he was looking for Scoop Smith, but he was covered on the play by Montrell Johnson. Mike, I'm looking at the line of scrimmage. Number 77, Pierce Cannon, 6'5", 295. Look how big he is. He's on the right tackle. Wow. And he looks like an athlete on top of him, Mike.
31-yard gain to the Highlands 35-yard line. Walter's now thrown for 174. Here's Brown off the right side, and Brown inside the 30 and is pushed out of bounds.
Right down there.
Now they're Brandon Jones. I'm sorry. They're getting him a workout now. He's getting a workout. And they're going to try to get him in shape for conference games coming up later on.
Right now, Mike, you're free safety with 5 tackles. You don't want to hear that.
Second and 3. They go deep pistol this time with Jones dotting. Smith in motion. Jones again. Jones to the 25, and he keeps those legs moving as he gets it to the 22-yard line for another Wolverine first down.
Markey had him originally, Mike, but he walked out of that tackle, and Bobalski had to make the stop. 8 tackle for Luke. But first and 10.
12 first downs for Woodland Hills. 39 yards for Brandon Jones now in his return.
I wonder if Pierce Cannon plays basketball. Like he's not a big 295, but you see him out there in a right tackle.
He's not a big.
Well, you know what I'm saying. He's not a.
I know what you mean.
Slovenly.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like he's got a basketball frame to him.
This is Zykeer Moore off the left side. He gets it down to the 14-yard line. 7 more, boy. 8, 6, 7, 9. Big chunks of yardage here.
Partlow on the tackle.
Freshman. Clock winds to 7:15, third quarter. Turned out to be a beautiful night, as we said.
Yeah, Mike, they called for rain all day.
They called for rain for 10 days. Oh, Walter trouble with it. Now he gets it, and he's got blockers. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he's pushed down at the 1-yard line. Cam Walter made something out of nothing there. He was juggling that snap. They're going to mark him at the 4. It's a 10-yard gain, and it's first and goal.
Bombalski again on the tackle, his 9th. Yeah, Mike, they did not get to golf today. Played Wednesday at Birchwood. The place is in beautiful shape. And autumn leaves on. Great time of the year to golf.
It is beautiful. Gonna be chilly this weekend.
Into the next week, too.
Gonna feel like football. First and goal. And they give is to Zykeer Moore off the left side, and he walks into the end zone for a Woody High touchdown.
He's got the triple play, Mike. That's his 3rd one of the evening.
The hat trick. for Zykeer Moore, and it's 6:18 third quarter. It's 40-7, and now we're going to see is Brian Tarrant going to try to pick up that point that they missed on the missed extra point and go for 2 here.
That would put the Mercer rule in effect, Mike.
Now they're going to kick it.
Jacob needs his work. Jacob Morris. And Mike, a lot of coaches, they want to get the kids out there. There's no JV game tomorrow. They've already canceled that. So we might have a JV game breakout here in the fourth quarter.
Scoop Smith holds it, and Morose kicks it. Ball is down. Morose's kick is up long enough, and it is good.
Feel bad for our young kids that don't get a chance to go to the Wolverine. Lots and lots of flags. And
it is flag day, so now let's see.
But one thing you don't want to have, Mike, is anybody get ejected from this game.
Because then you can't play next week.
And this game means nothing. Next week means everything. So let's see what happened here. Lots of flags. Let's hope for no ejections. Pointing towards Woodland Hills. Talking to Coach Bonoslawski.
We'll get the call here from Jerry Laval. Okay, first one on.
Good news, we don't have a 56.
Yeah, Timmy Simpkins. Did he sneak in there? Aiden Vargo's 56.
And trust me, he wasn't out there. All right, Mike, Joe Lucchino and son Joseph proudly welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchino's are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. As life changes, need change. That's what makes life insurance protection that offers flexibility a must. Let's talk about how you and your family can get the coverage you need by Joe and Joe. They always know. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Denota Connection, or call 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
I found out who 56 is.
Somebody from Woodland Hills.
Yeah,
right?
it's Nasir Neal.
Yeah.
He pointed the wrong way.
So
that's going to make 15. Yeah, to kick will be from the 25-yard line.
Mr. Morose is not putting this one in the end zone. Right? I'm going to predict that.
Rams should get good field position out of this, you would figure. Burford and Johnson are deep, standing on the 20. 41-7.
There it goes, deep, and Burford's going to take it to 20.
There he comes out over the 30, 35-40, head down, and put down at the 42-yard line. Charles Fisher got him off his feet. So the Highlands Rams will start at their first drive of the second half, trailing it 41-7. You want some numbers?
Sure. I'm looking for numbers.
In the last 6+ quarters of football, we've been outscored 89-22.
That's not good. Not good at all. Jamarcus Prager's going to take over at quarterback, and he'll have Darius Cherry as his running back.
Jamarcus threw a touchdown pass a week ago. Comes into tonight's game with a perfect passer rating.
1 for 1?
1 for 1 with a touchdown. Cherry, they stand him up. Gets to the 41, lost a couple. Second down and 12. Taylor Reed in there to make the stop.
And with Withrop out of the lineup.
Cameraman Dan playing the role of Ken Wood tonight.
Number 53,
Brennan Mara.
Brennan Mara.
Which reminds me, unflooded trivia coming up after the third quarter.
I hope you were paying attention.
Uh-oh, he did it to me again. Or was it in the paper? Prager.
You'll find out.
Out to the 49-yard line. You know, I have some stuff back here, too. Can you think any of this can help me?
We'll find out.
There's one note that I do want to get in about Woodland Hills, and we'll get to that here coming up. 7-yard pickup for Prager. 3rd and 5.
Like you see the leading receiver last week in the Post-Gazette, one Pete Gonzalez. Remember that name?
Pistol Pete Gonzalez. Yes, the son of Pete Gonzalez. Now, he started off at Mars, right? Isn't he at Central Catholic now?
Going to Penn State, Mike.
We're going to run a toss to Cherry to the near side of the field. He gets a good block and gets the first down. Boy, he gets those shoulders squared. He makes a burst. He's got a first down at the Woodland Hills 44.
He's got speed, Mike. 8 or 9 of that.
First down, the
Rams have their 5th first down.
Pete had 7 catches last week for 268 yards. How do you like that?
They want to redo the play clock now. Woodland Hills have been in existence for 35 years.
I know
They have the most Power 5 recruits of any school in the WPIAL, 38, and the most D1 recruits, 69 in those 35 years. That is pretty impressive. This is Julius Saunders off the left side with a head of steam, inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. 12 yards for Julius in a Highlands first down.
Mike, I think that they have at least...
That's Cherry getting worked on the sideline, so there's another one. That's why Saunders is in there, and a good run by Julius.
They have 8 or 9 guys that
in the
play
NFL,
right?
Yeah.
Monday night there was a Woodland Hills player for the New York Jets. You know who that was?
No, who was that?
Quentin Jefferson.
Okay. Another toss to Saunders. Whoa, he hose the man. And a flag is down. Saunders is down at the 25. We'll see what the penalty marker's about. Did someone take exception to the hurdle? Or did he come down with his feet on somebody?
Are you allowed to hurdle, Mike, in high school?
Edwin Moses was. Roger Kingdom hurdled at Gateway and then went on to Pitt and the Olympics and things.
Yeah, he was impressive.
Have we mentioned Skeets Nehemiah? What was his?
That was my guy at the Penn Relays when he beat the Villanova team.
Oh, you saw the Penn Relays at Franklin Field. That's pretty awesome.
Skeets Nehemiah never ran the 4x400, but he was a leg man. Oh.
It's actually number 10. Well, it wasn't. It was Saunders that ran the ball. He's the one that hurdled. Hurdling is a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, I guess you're not allowed to do that.
I guess. I think if you come down on somebody, that might have been the issue. First down, 25.
Sidney Marie was one of the best
Another name. That's another good name, yeah.
Villanova. He was coming around the bend, Mike. He made a mistake. He looked over his shoulder to see where Skeech was. Turned around and Skeech was in front of him.
He was something. Played for the 49ers for a little while.
And never played college football.
Saunders barreling through. 35-30, 25-20. Julius Saunders to the 18-yard line.
Julius says, I'll take my yardage back and then some.
Well now, from the 47 to the 17, it's a 30-yard gain.
Julius coming to life here.
First and 10 for the Highlands Rams. They're called at the 18-yard line. 2:02 to go, third quarter.
I'm just trying to put a drive together here.
Breger turns in the pitch to Saunders again. Spins through there and gets it down to the 15.
Now there's a tussle over the ball, Mike, and there's nothing to tussle over. The play was blown dead.
Taylor Reed down there for the Wolverines. Gets him down at the 15. It's a 2-yard pickup. They'll call it 3.
I'd have gone up there and talked to my niece. 225.
And there Butler is grappling for the ball, but the play was dead.
Rams driving here. They took over this possession on their 43-yard line. They get the short field off of the penalty that Woodland Hills had on the extra point. Rams taking advantage of that to this point with Jamarcus Prager running the controls. They go pistol this time. And the handoff is to Saunders, but they're waiting for him this time.
He pushed ahead, Mike.
It's like Keir Moore, I believe, was down there. Took care of Saunders as he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Third down and 7 at the 15-yard line.
29 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Rams do have to snap this. 3 seconds on the play clock. And they barely get it off, and Prager just runs it into the middle of the line. No gain on the play on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, it's Woodland Hills 41 and Highlands 7. It's time for trivia. Has your home or business ever been damaged by water or mold? You know how stressful that can be. Our friends at Unflooded specialize only in water, sewage, and mold removal. And they're here to help. From a broken pipe to sewer backup or flooding, they have the expertise to get your home dry and ready for repairs. When it comes to mold in your home, they'll assess the situation and put together a game plan for removing the mold and keep it from coming back. Visit unflooded.com or call Brian Mara anytime. 888-650-7767. Unflooded, your family-owned and operated team for emergency water removal in the AK Valley.
All right, Mike. Again, if you're paying attention earlier, you got half the answer, okay?
All right.
There are 2 teams in the WPL that are undefeated in conference play, but have yet to win a non-conference game. Who are those 2 teams?
Oh, geez. Hampton's one of those.
You were paying attention earlier. 2-0 in conference, 0-4 in non-conference.
That's insane.
And again, Connellsville, I hate to say it, Mike, is awful.
Yeah. Connellsville hasn't been good since Johnny Lujak was there.
And that's about the size of that. But who's the other team?
That's a great question that I don't know the answer to. We promise we're going to try to remember to answer it, too. We've only missed one.
You're going to be surprised. We're going to attempt a field goal here, Mike.
Okie dokie.
And that would be Burton.
32-yard attempt. It's 42 Burton Babinsack out of the hold of his brother Keegan. And now we'll see what happened. Did Woody High jump offside? Burton Babinsack, no, we haven't tried a field goal yet this year. None of the Babinsack brothers have tried a field goal. So that's going to move it 5 yards closer.
5 yards closer.
Woodland Hills 4 penalties, now 40 yards.
Makes it 4th and 3. They really want to get kicking practice in here, don't they?
I think so, Mike. Why not? Special teams have been something you got to work on. Take advantage of it here.
Burton Babinsack out of the hold of his brother Keegan. Snap, ball down. The kick is on the way. Long enough. High enough. And that kick is good.
How do you like that, Mike?
Babinsack with a 27-yard field goal. His first of the season. And the Rams cut that lead to 41-10.
All right, Mike. We're still looking for one more team.
And I'm going to have you tell the folks about Zach Bartolotta. And when you do that, I'm going to think.
All right. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider a caring therapist at Phoenix Physical Therapy in Trenton Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personal care coupled with the most up-to-date techniques and equipment in physical therapy. They deal with any type of injury, specializing in sports, orthopedics, and workman comp injuries. And Phoenix now offers women's health and pelvic floor physical therapy as well. Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love the most. Phoenix Physical Therapy, conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue in Toronto Heights. Behind Eaton Park, they have flexible hours for your convenience and accept most insurance, including UPMC. So give them a call today at 724-224-5090 to set up an appointment. I can testify, Mike, after my shoulder surgery, played golf. I counted today 70 times this summer.
How about that?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No 2 days in a row.
All right, I'm going to take a guess at the trivia question after the kickoff return. We're going to try another onside kick,
nice
and it's
job
picked
by
up
recovering it
at the 43-yard line. And down there for the Wolverines is Taylor Reed, who's had a busy night for Coach Brian Tarrant. I'm going to say Pine Richland.
No.
Okay.
But it is of that ilk.
Of that ilk.
a team that has won many WPL titles. They are 3-0 in conference and 0-3 in non-conference.
Okay. Wouldn't be Aliquippa. They have too many wins. We have flags down. Washington High. I don't know.
No, I'll tell you what. If you paid attention earlier, Woodland Hills beat them.
5 yards against the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Put it back at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 on a delay of game call. They got some different people in there.
If you notice in trivia, I'm putting these little Easter eggs throughout the broadcast.
This. Yes.
And I planted that one earlier. Woodland Hills beat them.
The new quarterback is Landon Akins, number 14.
Yeah, I think the JV game is just broken out, Mr. Pavlik. Good luck.
Akins with the turn and the give off the right side to Elijah Nesby, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line.
Aiden Burford pushed him out.
6-yard loss. Nesby is the second leading ball carrier for Woodland Hills this year, 267 coming into the game.
Pardon me, I didn't know that.
2nd and 21. I don't know the answer. We should answer it before we forget.
The Gateway Gators.
The Gateway Gators.
Can you believe that?
How about
3-0 in conference, 0-3. If you remember, Mike, Woodland Hills beat them because their outstanding quarterback, kid named Birch, was in a car accident going to the game.
Okay. Taylor Reed to step back. Oh, loose football, and the Rams have it and sacked the quarterback, actually, as it came back up into the arms of Landon Akins.
The pitch went to himself. Marquis was down there first.
Yeah, that was definitely Angelo, 57, that brought him down as another loss on the play back to the 31-yard line.
And a host of Highlands tacklers.
3rd down and 24 now.
They pounced. Marquis
Go ahead.
Where I said Marquis wearing his traditional.
Yeah,
57.
he's back to 57.
His buddy last week, Noah Blythe, thanked him for getting him tackled.
Noah had a heck of a game. 3rd down. And a give, and the Rams have him. Davon Lovings was not treated very lovingly by the Highlands defense that time, and they brought him down, and Braden Litwicki got him. You can see him in your picture. And we have a man down. I think Lovings is down, and he's going to need to be attended to by the training staff. Let's take a break here with 8:44 to go. 41-10, Woody High. We'll be back. Good news there. Walking off under his own power, Davon Lovings. The Dean, Dr. Dean got that as a cramp.
He had a deep one there, too. It took a while to get him up there.
So for the first time tonight, the Wolverines have to punt. But the bad news for them, it's Moreau's. Now, again, he's only a sophomore, by the way, kicking it like that. He's back to punt, and Montrell Johnson stands for Highlands back at their 33-yard line. Here's the snap. The Rams come after it. They get to him, but no flags. Not a good kick. He was just fortunate to get it out of there. Moreau's is giving some lip to Angelo Markey right now, and they're getting him off the field. The Rams will have good field position. You know, at halftime up here, cameraman Dan was catching up with one of his classmates, Kenny White.
1973, right, Mike?
Class of 73. We hear tell that Kenny is one of the greatest baseball players ever. He came up to see his former coach, Tom Stabile. And that they said that he is the fastest baseball player that ever played here. He still holds the record for most stolen bases at Marietta College.
How about that?
How about that? Nice fella. Got to meet him.
Old home week.
I will say that's a little bit before my time, so I don't remember. But first and 10 at the 47. Hopefully Darius was just suffering from the cramp monster, too. He gets it up to the 49-yard line. But there was some good running by Julius.
Mike, we finally have a local team ranked in the top 5. Knock Knights is 5-1. They're ranked 5th in 4A. They've had a good year this year.
Who don't get to play tonight. You mentioned that the illness that was going through the Shady Side team, they didn't want to spread anything. So that's tough for them, though. You really don't want a week off right now. Not the way they're playing. They've only lost one game.
Yep.
2nd and 8. They're going to try Cherry again to the near side of the field. And he's dragged down from behind
That's
at
not
the
a horse call.
50-yard line by Taylor Reed. I guess not. It was rough, whatever it was.
Top 5 and 4A stay the same, Mike. Aliquippa, Thomas Jefferson, McKeesport, Central Valley, Montour. They said, let's just stop the season right now and have Aliquippa play Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, that might be it. They should play halfway between you. They're playing Clairton or something. Just play down.
There you go.
I don't know. Pick a spot. 3rd down. Partlow hasn't, or I'm sorry, Jamarcus hasn't put it up until now. And there's Cherry on the right side. He's at the 45, the 40, and he's got a 1st down at the Woodland Hills 38-yard line.
If that wasn't a playbook, Mike, it goes in now, huh?
Looks like the way they drew it up to me. 13 yards and a Highlands 1st down.
His passing percentage stays perfect.
He's
Mike.
doing great. 13 yards on that one to Cherry. Cherry's first catch of the year, it sure is. Cherry's going to run it this time, a little more conventional, but they got him from behind. Troy Polamalu, no, I'm sorry, that's Anthony Arroyo.
He got the hair.
Brings him down.
Mike, big week last week offensively. Of the 56 games played, 41 of those games had 35 or more points scored in. And 11 teams scored over 50. This is not trivia. Leechburg led all the teams with 59 last week.
Go Blue Devils. I see they need an AD again. These things are moving along quickly, aren't they? And now Jamarcus Prager is brought down to the backfield by big 17, Jaden Prince. It's a loss, back to the 42, a 4-yard loss. 3rd and 15.
Here was something odd too, Mike. In 2A last week, they had 11 games in 2A, and the road teams were 11-0.
Goodness. 1996, 99, 01, 02, and 09. That's the 5 Whippeals that Woodland Hills has won, and I think they're going to add one to that in the next couple years. Cherry slipped, and it rained a lot today, and he put the foot down. He slipped on the logo.
Yeah, my wife is a retired Woodland Hills teacher, Mike, and she was at many of those games, and I got to go to a couple. I went to the state championship game when Stevie Breston played, and it was a horrible night, rain like crazy. We're in Hershey, grass field, Mike. They couldn't get the snap back to him. I felt so bad for the kid.
I saw them win the Whippeal with Breston against Central Catholic at Heinz Field. Central Catholic's on-field camera guy was David Squirt Sullivan.
How about
who now works for Houdin.
Philadelphia Eagles.
He's got a ring.
He got a ring. Look at that. Pombalski.
Here's Pombalski to punt it.
Nice kick.
Squirt used to work with us at Comcast back in the day when he was still a fresh-faced little junior high kid at Riverview. Before he went on to bigger and better things.
Send him birthday wishes on Facebook, and I say, we're still allowed to call you a Squirt, even though you're a big shot with the. He travels with them, like every game. He's in charge of all their communications. He makes sure.
And I believe
everything gets
I believe it gets done too. Trust me.
Yep. Hey, Mike,
you could tell that early on with him.
He might have been there this night 25 years ago. I know we were there to battle the bridge. 7,000 people over at Valley. Jared Sleppy ran 3 yards. Gave Highlands a 2019 lead. And Jordan Babinsack, remember that name, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Sealed the deal with the interception with 1:12 to go. Highlands won the Battle of the Bridge that night, 20-19.
I called that game. I called the Sleppy touchdown.
You did?
Yes, I did. Joe had poker.
We were talking about that. Joe didn't miss his poker nights.
I got that. And I gave it a little. As the Wolverines run it up to the 32-yard line as they give it to Elijah Nesby. I gave that a little extra oomph because it was against Valley too. That was a lot of fun.
Saunders made the tackle.
Jared Sleppy. That was a big game too.
Tom Stabile and I were on the phone talking, and I always said Friday nights was Joe's poker night. And when he put the headsets down, we used to fight to see who got to wear them.
Yep. I positioned myself for those.
Think Joe's in a poker game in heaven?
Definitely.
It's his night, Friday night.
Friday night.
14's keeping it.
Here's Akins to the right.
Akins to the left.
Akins to the left.
Shaking and bacon.
Akins up the middle. and he gets to the 39-yard line. Boyd Brown somehow got a shoelace.
Marquise Johnson also there.
To the 37-yard line. That was the most exciting 5-yard run you'll ever see. 2nd and 5. Clock winding to 2:46. All those Whippeal championships, of course, the great George Novak. 30 years, 6 Whippeals, 306 wins, is the 3rd all-time winningest coach in Whippeal history, behind Jim Render of USC and Joe Hamilton of Blackhawk. And he also coached Steel Valley 1977 through 86. His 82 Steel Valley team with Bill Cherpak on it beat Burl in the Whippeal playoffs.
How about that? I get to see George every so often. My nephew is related to him through marriage, and he's still doing good.
And it's off the left side, Nesby on his way across the 50 and down to the Highlands 43.
Partlow and Marquise Johnson on the stop.
First down, Woodland Hills at the Highlands 45. 18-yard run.
We hit the 2-minute mark. Like one more for you. In 1A, Fort Cherry in 2019 we're 0-10.
The Rangers.
They're now the #1 team.
And all the Garys are coaching.
How many relatives are on the coaching staff?
Isn't it 8?
7.
7?
Pretty good, though.
The Garys. Jim Gary was the original coach when they had Mike Fernillo, remember? When Riverview beat them for the title in '97.
Uh-oh, wrong way, ball.
The ball is on the ground.
Who got it?
Piggy on the ground. Who's got it?
Saunders down there.
They tried to get it to Nesby.
Looks like Saunders. Nope, they're going to give it to...
I think Nesby's back on it. He was.
Yeah, Tanner Gary's the head coach. His dad is the assistant head coach. His father-in-law's on the staff, Mike. How would you like to have that meeting?
The patriarch, of course, is the great Jim Gary. He goes back so far. He coached the Lewis brothers and Marty Schottenheimer.
Which Lewis brothers?
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, that's the old coaching tree,
Yep.
right? The old Cincinnati Bengals coach.
The Hayes and Hayeses, Jonathan and Jay.
Nothing
Now,
doing
great
that
job by
time
Boyd Brown to snuff out that run to the left by Davon Lovings. Lovings back in there. He was out earlier, so good to see him back.
A brother, an uncle, and 2 cousins. They have a family dinner and a breakdown film every Sunday.
Well, the best news about this tonight is it's been quick. 29 seconds to go, and we're winding this one down. Before 9 o'clock, Dean.
Oh, that's our first one of the year for that, huh?
3rd down, 11 at 20 seconds. This will probably be the last play of the game. I doubt they'll put it up. Landon Akins is looking for instructions from the sideline. And to give us to Lovings. And they got him up at the 43-yard line. Bringing him down was Marquise Johnson, and I think that's going to wrap it up.
Well,
and
Mike,
it's going to.
This game means nothing. Next week means everything. And let's remember that field goal. That might come in handy next week, Mike.
Well, I think that's why they practiced it, Dean.
Yep.
I really do. I think that might be an important thing. Well, thanks to everybody that helped here tonight. Thanks to cameraman Dan for filling in for Ken Wood. Thanks to John Danklich for coming in to do camera for us tonight. And we do appreciate all their help. Once again, that final score here tonight at Golden Rams Stadium. The Woodland Hills Wolverines 41 and the Highlands Golden Rams 10. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying, so long.